Alright guys, welcome to the new year. And this first video of the new year is less about, well, it's very much less about about a typical subject. It's more about a subject that I'm trying to learn about, and I was wondering if you could help me. Sorry, my brain just zoned out. And that if you probably guessed from the icon, is Warhammer 40k. So Warhammer 40k has always been like in my orbit. Warhammer 40k has always been in my general orbit of fandoms. But the problem is that it's kind of the reason why a lot of other people don't get into it, because it's so fucking big. That's what she said. It's so massive in terms of lore and factions and everything else that it's kind of hard not to, be intimidated by such a, wide, expansive universe. So I'm still a novice. I am just still a genuine novice when it comes to these sort of things. Like, I generally don't know where to start. That's kind of where I am with these with this fandom, is that I really don't know where to begin and where to end with this universe. And usually I like to hop right in, but Warhammer 40k has gone back decades, and there's a lot to go into. Now, granted, I do understand a lot of things. I do understand that this comes from a game that I don't think I want to play, not because it looks bad. It's just that it's really expensive, and I don't have the patience or time to paint all those figures. Although if I was to pick one, it'd probably be the Warhammer of Krieg to go with. Just saying, the Death Corps of Krieg would be my go-to faction to play as if I actually played the game. I'm just saying. And I did spend all of New Year's Day learning about probably the most vital thing two most vital things in the Warhammer lore, and that is the Horus Heresy and the Fall of Cadia. Those were the kind of, from what I understand and what I'm kind of grasping, is those are the two things a lot of people need to know if you're getting into. Like, that's your crash course, especially the Horus Heresy. Hey, this is what you need to know first and foremost if you're going into lore. And that's what I kind of want to do more than the figurines. Not trying to diss people who do play the game or, collect the figurines. I'm just like, yeah, I don't have the money, time, or patience to do it, so I'm just more in it for the lore, which I think, which a lot of people are. Like, the lore in general is, I think the lore in general is very fascinating. I want to get into it. So much so, you've probably noticed these on my side. I was at a discount book store, with my girlfriend, and we went to this discount bookstore, and all of these books were for $11 in total. They were all sitting on the science fiction shelf, and I was like, it's a sign that I should probably get into Warhammer. So I'm going to talk about these real quick. The Space Marines. It is basically a bunch of one-shot short stories, all collected in this massive tome about the various factions of Space Marines. The Fall of Deimos, which, again, no idea about this, but it is apparently a major Space Marine battle. And then we have the Ultramarine Omnibus, which is like 3 books in one. Yeah. Apparently it's a trilogy. Yeah, these books are kind of big. These are some beefy bastards. And finally, the last 3 books I got that were Warhammer connected was the Tome of Fire trilogy. Yeah. So Nick Kime had done several of these stories. I understand that Nick Kime is kind of a big shot in the Warhammer novels. He's kind of like the he's kind of like the Timothy Zahn. He's kind of like Timothy Zahn is to Star Wars novels. and extended lore. So yeah. So this video is more or less me asking you out there, the viewers or anyone out there who is a major fan of Warhammer 40k, and this is me asking all of you, is there anywhere I can start? Is there anywhere else, outside of these books I have, that is a good way to get into Warhammer? Because I want to learn more. I want to know more about this universe. I want to know more and explore more of this insane, massive universe as best I can. Because it's pretty big. You know, is there any factions you think I'd like? Is there any, like, groups I think I would enjoy, or books, or comics, or novels, or movies, or something? Because I've barely scratched the surface for the most part, and I would love to learn more. So yeah, in this video, this is just me asking all of you, my subscribers, is there anywhere I need your help to find out what I can do to get more into Warhammer 40k lore? Yeah, just comment below, let me know. I'm very curious, and I'd love to know more. So yeah, just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this, and yeah, I know this is a pretty unique video, but hey, what better way to start off the new year, right, than looking at new stuff, right? Anyway, so once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.